close your eyes or just relax in this moment. Just breathing in and breathing out. The breath settles us into this moment, the here and now. Just taking that breath in and the breath out. That we can be right here, right now in this present moment. Because it's a gift that we are giving to ourselves. A gift of silence, a gift of reflection, of contemplation, of just being, that there's nothing else. And as if thoughts cross our mind, we can just gently let them pass and get back to the breath and to the moment. Just letting go of anything of this morning, the busyness, the to-do list, to settle into this moment where there is nothing but blissful, quiet, silence, and just the feeling of being present in community with everyone here. Giving yourself this time just to reflect, to be. So February is a month of love. And there is so much to that word. What is love? At its core, it revolves around relationships. Relationships with ourselves and with others. And it is difficult to love others if we don't first learn to love ourselves. Relationships can be so nourishing and fulfilling, bring us to the highest of highs. But there also can be conflict, difficult dynamics that bring us to the lowest of lows. So how do we get ourselves to this peaceful contentment within ourselves? How can we train ourselves to be prepared with this roller coaster of emotions that life and love bring to us? And I know that through meditation and to contemplate self-love first can cultivate more harmonious relationships with the important people in our lives, including ourselves. So in this moment, I'm going to ask, what and why is self-love so essential to build these beautiful, harmonious relationships with other people? Because if in order to share our life with others, it's important to learn how to direct it inwards. Because self-love is intertwined with how we love others. A question, now think about it. How do you treat yourself? Do you treat yourself with gentleness and compassion? If so, you are better equipped to extend that to other people around you. Here's a question. Do we talk to a friend who's having a rough time the way that we speak to ourselves in our own mind? We first must approach our own thoughts and feelings with the same soft and gentle approach that we would extend to someone else. And what storylines do we carry around about the type of people who we are? Storylines that are shaped by our upbringing, our background, and how we have been loved by others or not. Cultivating self-love is by strengthening our belief in ourselves. We're going to take a few moments. I want you to contemplate what love is. I want you to contemplate why self-love is so essential in your life. And think about it. In your own mind, how do you treat yourself? What do you say to yourself? Do you treat yourself with the same softness and gentleness that you would direct towards your friends, your family, your co-workers? Just take a few moments of quiet, silent contemplation and think about these questions, but be gentle with yourself, knowing that they're just passing moments, that you are truly a wonderful, loving person. And anything that you say is just a life lesson, an awareness of who you are and what you can do differently. We don't berate ourselves. We just congratulate ourselves of coming more and more into this awareness of the self-love for ourselves. So take this moment just to be quiet and just to contemplate these questions. You can feel the silence embrace you. Feel the gentleness with the breath. I know that true self-esteem comes from a peaceful mind that does not identify with negative thoughts and feelings rooted in the past. We can recognize thought for what they are, for thoughts were what they are. They're only passing. And through meditation, through contemplation, we can anchor ourselves with noting the thoughts that drift towards us and calmly come back to the here and now. Noting in our daily life can create a little bit of distance between ourselves and what we think and what we feel, meaning that we don't get so involved in it all. This will create a more restful, confident state of mind, a foundation for nurturing harmonious relationships with ourselves and with others. So note this, and sometimes we believe that we can control others, but we can't. We can only control ourselves with how we think and act towards others, and how we relate and respond to these people in our lives. Through this time that we give ourselves with meditation and contemplation, we create the space and conditions that are conducive to developing healthy and kind relationships. There's an important element in this, awareness. And why is this so important? Through awareness, we find a stability of mind that isn't reactive when triggering emotions arise within us. Become skilled and understanding someone else's point of view. The greatest gift that you can give is just to listen without your mind thinking up the next question to ask. The greatest gift is to listen because you love who you are and you love that person in front of you. Because we are all that presence and power of God. Another element is empathy. It's an important element of a healthy relationship. When we sit in the mind, we learn to be less judgmental of others and of our own thoughts, which in turn help us be less judgmental of the thoughts and actions of others. We simply meet them where they are at now. So take this moment, just this quiet moment, these few minutes, and contemplate how important awareness and empathy is in a relationship, and how you relate, respond to other people, and meeting them where they're at, right here and right now. So take these moments just to contemplate and think about that. So love yourself deeply. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Just compare yourself to who you are, and each day through awareness, you grow more and more into that self-love that nourishes you and nourishes the relationships that you have with others. So now, as we return to the breath, breathing in and breathing out, we can let go and anchor ourselves in love.